Hi, we're the Fairies. Fairy 1, I'm Harmony. Fairy 2, I'm Rhapsody.
And Fairy 3, I'm Barnaby the Busy Buzzy Bee.
Oh, Fairy 4, I'm Wizzy the Wizard.
Welcome to Fairyland. We're having a numbers day today. Can you count to Fairy 10?
Oh, Harmony, of course they could count to Fairy 10. I bet the clever girls and boys could count to a fairy million. That's if they had a few days to do it.
I know a fairy magic spell that can help count to 1,000,000.
Oh,
Magic Wizard one of mine.
Wizzy, I think that it's time to warm up our bodies.
Yeah, I wonder if Fairy Princess Minuet has a warm-up using numbers.
Oh, let's see.
Time to shimmy and shake and stretch from the tips of your toes to the top of your head.
Let's fly through the magical castle doors.
To Fairy Princess Minuet.
Is it my turn?
Fairy hello, and welcome to my Fairyland dance studio. I see that Barnaby wants today's warm-up to be about numbers. Well, that's easy, my busy buzzy friend. We use numbers so often in dance, most of the time to count to Fairy 4. Fairy 1, Fairy 2, Fairy 3, Fairy 4. Come on, join me to stretch our bodies and warm up our fairy muscles. To start off the stretch, let's go to Fairy 2nd and take 4 deep fairy breaths. Fairy 1, 2, 3, and 4. Well done, fairies. Now take your arms to Fairy 2nd and bend at your fairy hips. Try to keep a nice straight back and your head looking forward. Imagine that you're trying to balance a ball on your back. And hold for the count of Fairy 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now it's time to take your fairy hands all the way to the fairy ground. Now go as far as you can, but remember, a fairy stretch should never hurt.
Aaron, have a good day, mate.
So touch the ground if you can, but if you can't, that's okay too. You could touch your ankles, or you could even touch your knees. And hold for the count of Fairy 4. Fairy 1, 2, 3, and 4. Fan-fairy-tastic, fairies. Now, as a big reward, let's give our arms and our legs a great big fairy shake on the count of Fairy 4. Fairy 1, Fairy 2, Fairy 3, Fairy 4. Princess Perfect.
Oh, totally warmed up and totally ready to dance. Come on, everyone, let's get counting and dancing.
Swing your hips and point with me. Fairy, fairy, 1, 2, 3. Point your fingers, swing your hips. Fairy, fairy, 4, 5, 6. Swinging, pointing to the sky. Fairy, fairy, 7, 8, 9. Twirl in a circle when you get to the end. Fairy, fairy, 10. I am very clever. Counting's fun for me. With a knee clap, star clap. 1, 2, 3. I am very clever. Counting's fun for me. Knee clap, star clap. Knee clap, star clap. Knee clap, star clap. 1, 2,
rhyme that's all about numbers.
Ooh.
It goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I let him go again.
Why did you let him go?
Because he bit my finger so.
Which finger did he bite?
This little finger on my right.
Hey, Fairies, did you know I have 7 letters in my name? B, A, R, N, A, B, Y. 7 letters in Barnaby.
Gosh, that's a lot of letters, Barnaby.
Mm.
I wonder how many I have. R, H, A, P, S, O, D, Y. Oh, I have 8 letters in my name.
She always has to go one better, doesn't she?
Barnaby, how many letters are there in the alphabet?
Well, Rhapsody, there are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J.
Use my fingers too.
Thanks. K, L, M, N, O,
I think you missed N. I think N.
No, I said P. Q, R. Look, I just don't know.
I think this might be a question for our special friend, Cordeline the Clever Pixie. Let's ask her, shall we?
Okay.
Special magic fairy wand, we need a little help. Please bring to us a fairy mail and a fairy pen as well. Dear Cordeline, the Clever Pixie, we're having a numbers day today, and we're trying to count how many letters there are in the alphabet. Can you please help us? Love from your Fairyland friends. Will you mail it, Barnaby?
Sure, I'll mail it, Harmony.
Let's send it by fairy mail. Can you help us sing?
We wrote a special letter. This letter now we send. Please grow wings and fly, fly, fly. Take this letter to our friend.
Hey, Wizzy, what you doing?
It's time for magical music. Hey,
Let's do it!
Music is so magical, so many different sounds. Come and join us in our world and see what we have found. It's magical, it's musical, fanfairy-tasmagorical. Fanfairy, yes, fanfairy, yes, fanfairy-tasmagorical.
Whoa!
Hey! Ah, yes. This is what we call a harmonica.
I know.
And you play it just like this.
Wizzy?
Oh,
No, it's a harmonica, all right, but you don't play it like that. I can show you how you play it. Like any other musical instrument, it can play short notes. It can play long notes. And it can play a chord.
oh, that's when you play more than one note at the same time.
I know. Listen to this.
Oh, can you play feelings with a harmonica?
Oh, yes. How about this one? This is a happy tune.
Oh, how about sad?
This is a sad tune. Oh, you all right, Wizzy?
I'm not getting over it.
No. Let me play you a tune just to cheer you up.
Okay.
Here we go.
So there you have it.
Magical music!
Oh, okay, keep practicing that. That sounded great.
Oh, well, while we're having a numbers day, another way we use numbers is when we're telling the time. all the way from 1 o'clock to 12 o'clock. Different numbers on the clock mean different times of the day. And at different times of the day, we do different things.
Well, there's only one way to tell the time in Fairyland. Let's call for Clickety Clock.
Fairyland, clickety clock, we need to know the time. Please show yourself in Fairyland and let us hear you chime. Tick tock, clickety clock, tick tock, clickety clock, tick tock, clickety clock, chime.
Hello, Fairyland. It's a fan-fairy-tastic day. My big hand is pointing straight up, so it's something o'clock. And my little hand is pointing to the 12, so it must be tick-tock, clickety-clock, 12 o'clock on the Fairyland clock. Fairy goodbye.
Thanks, Clickety Clock.
Oh, it's 12 o'clock on the clickety clock. Fairy 1, Fairy 2, Fairy 3, Fairy 4, Fairy 5, Fairy 6, Fairy 7, Fairy 8, Fairy 9, Fairy 10, Fairy 11, Fairy 12.
Ooh, that was one for the dogs.
Well, 12 o'clock on the Fairyland clock. It must be time for fairy dancing.
Well, let's all call for the dancing fairy together. After the count of Fairy 3, call with us. Fairy Princess Minuet. Fairy 1, Fairy 2, Fairy 3, Fairy Princess Minuet.
Fairy hello, girls and boys. It's time for fairy dancing manners. Sitting pretty nice, straight back, legs are crossed, hands in my lap. Turning on my listening ears, turning on my watching eyes, turning off my talking tongue. 3 claps and we're ready. Fairy 1, Fairy 2, Fairy 3. Today's song is Fairy 1, 2, 3. This dance is fun and needs lots of fairy energy. Let's start the dance by doing some skipping on the spot. That's the way. Now can we skip forward for 4? And backwards for 4. Can we now go to the side and back the other way? That's called galloping. Now for my favourite part of the whole dance. Can we wiggle while we point our fingers? That's my favourite move and it makes me giggle. Now, fairies, for the tricky part. Can we touch our knees, clap, and start